In this video, we are going to talk about the best art museums in Manhattan. Dive into a world where masterpieces whisper stories, where centuries collide in breathtaking galleries, and where the pulse of artistic innovation beats strong. From the hallowed halls echoing with classical grandeur to the vibrant spaces showcasing cutting-edge contemporary works, New York City's museum scene is a captivating journey through time and creativity. This exploration delves into the historical tapestry of Manhattan, New York's art museums, revealing their evolution and the diverse artistic movements they represent. We'll categorize these cultural treasures by art style, highlighting their most celebrated collections with vivid descriptions that bring these works to life. We'll then compare and contrast museum experiences, examining their architecture, atmosphere, and curatorial approaches. Before we start the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Let's start the video. 1. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Met. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, colloquially referred to as the Met, is an encyclopedic art museum in New York City. By floor area, it is the fourth largest museum in the world and the largest art museum in the Americas. Located in Central Park, 1005th Ave, New York, NY 10028, United States. For nearly a century and a half, the Met has remained the cultural epicenter of New York City, thanks to forward-thinking exhibits and an extensive permanent collection. With its Gothic Revival-style building, iconic tiered steps, and Central Park location, the building is a sight to be seen. But step inside its Great Hall as a ceaseless parade of museumgoers move to and fro, and you'll feel the overwhelming sense of possibility and discovery that lays beyond. 2. The Museum of Modern Art, MoMA. Located in Midtown Manhattan, 11 W53rd, New York, the MoMA is larger than it appears as you approach it from the street below. One of the world's most influential museums, displaying the works of important artists like Van Gogh, Monet, Picasso, Matisse, Rothko, Frida Kahlo, Salvador Dali, and Diane Arbus. It has 630,000 square feet of space and attracts more than 1 million visitors a year. While making a beeline for the fifth-floor collection galleries to take in the starry night in Monet's Water Lilies is understandable. Don't miss the exhibitions, which tell new stories and can only be experienced in a limited time frame. Allocate time to spend poring over the remarkable books and objects in the famous gift shop too, an NYC must-visit in its own right. 3. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. Famous for its spiraling Frank Lloyd Wright design, housing a world-class collection of modern and contemporary art. Located in 1071 Fifth Ave, New York, NY 10128, United States. The Guggenheim is a radical departure from the typical museum layout, and from every other building in New York, for that matter. The circular concrete structure stands in stark contrast to the rectangular steel and glass buildings that surround it. Inside, a central ramp, which spirals upward and outward from one exhibition floor to the next, creates an open interior space, flooded with daylight that pours in through a glass dome. If you have time for a meal, head to the right, a James Beard Award-winning American bistro on site. 4. The Whitney Museum of American Art. Located in 99 Gansevoort, New York, NY 10014, United States. The Whitney got a major upgrade when it relocated from the Upper East Side to its vastly expanded meatpacking headquarters in 2015. It houses 50,000 square feet of indoor galleries with works by John Michael Basquiat, Richard Avedon, and Alexander Calder, 4 outdoor exhibition spaces and terraces, and a ground-floor restaurant and top-floor bar, both by Danny Meyer, one of the town's best-known restaurateurs. The floors are connected by 2 artist-designed elevators. If mobility isn't an issue, take the stairs instead, which offer uninterrupted views of the Hudson River. The upper floors and sculpture terraces are also connected by a series of exterior staircases, with great views of the downtown skyline and a rare opportunity to experience art on plein air. 5. The Frick Collection. Located in 1 East 70th, New York, NY 10021, United States, the Frick Collection is an art museum on the Upper East Side of Manhattan in New York City, New York. U.S. It was established in 1935 to preserve the art collection of the industrialist Henry Clay Frick. The collection consists of 14th to 19th century European paintings, as well as other pieces of European fine and decorative art. It is located at the Henry Clay Frick House, a Beaux Arts mansion designed for Henry Clay Frick. The Frick has a collection of old master paintings and furniture housed in 19 galleries of varying size within the former residence. Toward the end of Frick's life, he focused on porcelains, sculptures, and furniture. Although Frick made over 1,000 acquisitions over his lifetime, he resold most of the things he bought. The original collection contained 635 pieces of art or decorations when Frick died. When the museum opened, it displayed 136, or about 200 paintings in addition to porcelains, enamels, and bronzes. There were also 80 sculptures on display. 6. The New Museum. The New Museum of Contemporary Art is a museum at 235 Bowery, on the Lower East Side of Manhattan in New York City. It was founded in 1977 by Marcia Tucker. Located in 235 Bowery, New York, the museum contains all things contemporary and modern in all mediums and tends to champion lesser-known artists. Recent shows have included Australian painter Helen Johnson, Lay-based filmmaker Carl Joseph, and Philadelphia installation artist Alex DeCourt. Exhibits can be hit or miss, and enjoyment of them tends to be wildly subjective, but that's part of what makes the museum such a vibrant, exciting, and diverse space. 7. The Jewish Museum. Located in 1109 Fifth Ave and E92nd, New York, the largest museum of its kind outside of Israel, the Jewish Museum has over 30,000 items in its collection. Spanning Jewish ceremonial art, sculpture, archaeological artifacts, and painting, the collection also includes famous works from the likes of Marc Chagall, Man Ray, and Eva Hesse. The museum is generally quiet and uncrowded, and houses an outpost of the much-beloved downtown Jewish deli, Russ and Daughters. 8. The Cloisters. The Cloisters, also known as the Met Cloisters, is a museum in the Washington Heights neighborhood of Upper Manhattan, New York City. The museum, situated in Fort Tryon Park, specializes in European medieval art and architecture, with a focus on the Romanesque and Gothic periods. Located in 99 Margaret Corbin Durr, New York, the Met Cloisters is a branch of the Metropolitan Museum of Art and is America's only museum dedicated exclusively to the art and architecture of the Middle Ages. The building overlooks the Hudson River and actually incorporates 5 medieval-inspired cloisters into a modern museum structure, creating a historic and contextualized backdrop in which to view the art. It's also just a serene space in which to spend some time outdoors, far away from the hustle and bustle so ubiquitous a few subway stops south. 9. El Museo del Barrio. Located in 1230 Fifth Ave, New York, NY 10029, United States. Founded in the late 1960s by the artist Rafael Montañez Ortiz and a group of Puerto Rican artists who were fed up with the lack of representation in traditional museums, Museo del Barrio is an intimate space that celebrates the artwork and impact of Latino culture in the United States. With 6,500 objects ranging from historic Taino artifacts to contemporary paintings, sculpture, and photography, the collection is a comprehensive look at work by artists of Latin American and Caribbean heritage. 10. The American Folk Art Museum. The American Folk Art Museum is an art museum in the Upper West Side of Manhattan in New York City, at 2 Lincoln Square, Columbus Avenue at 66th Street. Standing as one of New York City's great treasures, the museum's 7,000-plus collection has been formed almost entirely through gifts. Spanning a wide variety of mediums, the collection includes over 1,200 paintings on canvas or panel, 1,500 drawings and works on paper, 1,000 sculptural objects, 1,000 textile items, 200 ceramic objects, 100 pieces of furniture, 300 decorated household items from the Historical Society of Early American Decoration, and 2 large-scale architectural models. I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to Oyer channel for future updates. See you in the next video.